Hi guys, welcome. Today I'm going to discuss my twin flame story. And please remember, this is my story, this is my journey, and I'm sharing it to help free up some energy for myself and the collective. And when we share our stories, it allows people to connect with us. And if they resonate with our journey, to free up some of their own energy and have a little bit more courage to walk their own path. And we can inspire each other, we can be there for each other, we can support each other. And that's what this journey is really about. I think we need to be more supportive, and even more supportive with ourselves. We have to be our own best friend. Many of us have been put into situations where we're alone, and we're not really alone. We've been put into play by the universe to have direct contact with source energy, that one-on-one connection that allows us to integrate higher self, to step into the oneness of creation and create a new vision. And in speaking about the oneness and in speaking about being a twin flame in creation, first of all, we are not supposed to be getting caught up in the labels. And what that means is we don't attack people that are using labels and be angry with people for wanting to use labels. That's not what this is about. We need to know if an apple is an apple or an orange is an orange to help us when we're in the box, right? But we're gonna create something new. So it's like we're painting, and we have yellow paint and red paint, and we're gonna mix them together. And what color are we going to create out of that? We're gonna make a new color, our color. And just allowing everything to be. That's what the oneness is. It's like walking in this ginormous, never-ending room of all the experiences, all the experiences that you can experience within creation, right? And just, energies. And stepping into that room and just being able to be in pause and being tolerant of being in the oneness and not allowing anything to affect you to the point where you're reacting, where you're acting lower vibrational and you're acting off impulse. We go in there and then we start picking the things that we want to pull into our lives and create. What do we want to create that's new? It's not about staying stuck anymore. It's about healing. Wow, guys, my dog. Sorry about that. Now, in saying that, I'm sitting here right now because, along with you guys, I'm having my ending and my new beginning. And our families are changing because we're changing templates. When we heal, we're actually creating new templates. And a lot of us on this twin flame path, our families are changing, and what they look like is changing. I have felt for so long to work out the relationship with my karmic partner and feeling the codependency, the call to duty to be with him because we have a child together, and the call to duty because I feel like I don't want to lose him. But you can't lose somebody you love. And that constant, being in that constant balance of trying to, when you're in that codependent relationship of you have to please that other person, it's almost like they have a power over you, and if you're not pleasing each other, you're leaving. That's what I've experienced, and it's really lower vibrational. And then too, so many of us have felt called to work out our relationships because we have children together, and that's the template, right? You have the mom and you have the dad, and you have the little family or the big family, and the cookie cutter life, the cookie cutter lifestyle. And so many of us are breaking away from that because we're healing that template, and our families are becoming more community based. It may be a dad, a mom and a mom, grandpa, uncle, brother, sister. It's the community where it really takes a village to raise a child. And we need to understand that a lot of these templates have kept us stuck and sick and lower vibrational, and it's okay to shift out and change. It's okay. if your life doesn't look like that template, because as a twin flame, you came here to create something new, to heal, restore, repair, rebuild. That's what we're doing. We are rebuilding. We're building new earth, baby, and it's healed, and it's one love. It's like the home has love in it, so it doesn't matter. And it's like you're not doing everything to please everybody else. It's like not people are doing things because then they own you, and they own your energy. It's like no, people are doing things because they're vibing, they're harmonizing, they're resonating with your energy, and like they want to give into it. It's like it really is a community, and that's what your home life, in a perfect world, that's what our homes should look like, and that's what we're here to do. Now, as well, my story. So my twin flame story. I met my twin flame. I didn't know he was a twin flame. I didn't even know what a twin flame was. I had no clue. I believed in science. I didn't really know if I believed in anything. Like you lived and you died, and you suffered while you were here. And you had your heaven on earth when you crossed over. Oh, well, you didn't have your heaven on earth, you had your heaven when you crossed over. And then my father passed away, and my twin flame and I started being drawn towards each other just like magnets, like we were magnetized. And I begun my awakening, and I realized that there was so much more out there, that we are connected. We're connected to the whole entire universe, and we are more than just our bodies. And there's a whole other side of life. And honestly, my gifts were completely activated, and it was like the most incredible, purest explosion of energies between two people, and it was just so incredible. It was just incredible. I can't even describe the feeling. And now we're in separation, as we know that's part of the path, because I have been shown all of the things that keep me negatively charged, all of the things in my life that keep me in my lower vibration, charging my negative story. And it's allowed me to do the work, because that's what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to heal and become whole and restore balance. And then we harmonize with the people around us. And we really are creating new earth, and we're creating it for the collective, our loved ones, and our divine counterpart, as well as first and foremost ourselves. And we have to show up for ourselves. That's why I'm here. I'm here because I'm showing up for myself, and I'm also here because I'm showing up to help others who resonate with what I'm doing, to help. And to help, shed some light on the darkness. And because being a twin flame is not easy. Like, first of all, there's been... I know what it's like very much, to have your family not understand, or your, people around you not understand. Like, you just know that this person is supposed to be in your life somehow, or is connected to you, or is a part of you. And in knowing that, like, you can't you lose the yin to your yang, or the yang to your yin. It's just not how it works. It's like, I've tried to get off this journey so many times. I have tried to do everything I can to not be on the path, but no matter what, I'm on the path, and no matter what, like, I can feel him as a part of me, and that's really hard to explain unless you understand it. And I know that he's part of my life for a reason, and we're going to continue to be a part of each other's lives in whatever way, to continue to trigger the work that needs to be done so we can heal and we can become whole. And I do miss him. Of course I miss him, and I honor those feelings, because when I don't honor those feelings, then I get myself into trouble. So I honor those feelings. And then I just understand, though, that I'm not just here for him. I'm here for myself, and I'm here because I'm doing things for the collective. And I heal myself by continuing to do those things, and understanding that I do resonate between both energies, so I can be here with you guys, but I am the divine feminine in my relationship, and I understand that I am housing the energy for the divine masculine, as well as I'm becoming whole. So I'm learning how to create with the masculine energies. Wow. Wow, right? And when I was getting ready for this reading, there was the card of King of Cups from my little cat deck that I travel with everywhere I go. And my divine masculine is the King of Cups. And this is exactly how, if he was a cat, I would imagine him coming back into my life on his, with his little box and his cup. And there's the ship, the ship. My ship's coming in, baby. And how full and how golden that cup is, and what he's doing to heal himself right now and repair and restore. And I look forward to meeting up with him again and talking and having the meeting of the two fish and, seeing what he has done and accomplished with his life. But right now, I am at my ending. And part of the reasons why I am here is because what we're doing is we are moving away from addiction, codependency, and toxicity. And, addiction is an everyday part of so many of our lives. We're all addicted to something, right? Instant high and instant satisfaction, right? Because we're feeling empty inside, or we're coping, or that's what we've known, that's what we're taught. Or it's part of our ancestral wound, our chain we came here to break. And then when we break that, we allow more of the integration of the light and the creation of our kingdoms on earth, because we are having our kingdoms on earth now. That's what the message is. The message is not waiting to cross over, but having our kingdoms on earth and building them now. And Divine Feminine is in the process of that and getting ready to house that energy of the masculine, then to materialize what we are creating. Now, in saying that, that's time. I've talked enough. I've got a reading here. I know this stuff's not easy, so let's get some healing happening here. Okay. Eight of Swords. And I feel like this is really how we're feeling. But it's okay. It's okay that we're feeling like this, because the eagle's here. The eagle is here. And that eagle is the bird's eye view, as well as our connection to source and the transformation at hand. And that bird is coming in, and that bird's coming in. And that bird's going to help us free ourselves, and we're just going to grab that sword, and that sword's going to turn into a wand, and we're going to act. It's action time. And we're going to act on our healing paths. And what we're creating here now are new visions. And if it's an addiction, I'm here helping to heal with you too. I suffer from addiction myself. And that's part of my ending. Part of my ending is being shown my addictive patterns that are instant highs and instant satisfaction, or coping mechanisms for myself. And being able to be in the High Priestess energy, being able to be in pause and not act off them, because we are here to evolve the human race. We're going to evolve humanity. And when we're not acting off our impulses, we're able to do the work within to then heal our inner child and actually get to the root of the issue, and then follow our passions, follow the light, and do the things that actually sustain us. Okay? And there is, now we took that sword, that bird's eye view, the bird came in, Source, love you Source, Mother Earth, and we have that sword turned into a wand. And now it's the Six of Wands, and we have had our healing victory in the dark. We are going off, or we've come back, but it was one heck of a bloody battle. This was not pretty, but it was transformational, and it was a healing victory. It was a healing victory within the dark, and not acting off our impulses, what we're just talking about, evolution. And if you are having an ending and a new beginning, you're evolving. Four of Wands. There's a stability now. We've created something stable. Thank you, Sun energy. And what I see is like, first of all, I see the devil energies within this card and healing and transforming and moving away from them. And with spirit's help and sun energy, and it's like allowing the stable to build something stable that we can harvest from. Because we know that this whole entire process is about integrating more light into our dark. So we're not staying stuck, we're not staying stagnant, we're creating with life force energies to then expand life. Because we can create with both energies, the dark and the light, right? And if we just create with too much dark, that's not sustaining us. It's actually depleting our energy, and that's the creation of sickness. We want to have them be in flow, because we're really creating with both energies here. And just understanding that that's what we're doing. We're restoring balance. We're getting the yin and yang in flow. Now, speaking of King of Cups, hello King of Cups. There is the King of Cups. Now, the King of Cups is somebody who is connected to their emotions, but they're emotionally tempered. And they have been on the path of the moon. They've blossomed on the path of the moon. They've filled up that cup. They've done the work. And when I think, well, this is the divine masculine energy that I think of that's building new earth, is King of Cups. That's why so often you see it represented in the card of the Lovers, because the masculine energy gets heart-centered and connected to emotions and starts filling that cup. And is created to is connected to nature, Mother Earth, and psychic. Their psychic abilities, their gifts. And we know that the masculine energy really is in a time now of self-discovery, filling up that cup and connecting to their gifts. Healing. And there's that fish around his neck. And there it is. There's the sun. But it's still not feeling like the sun is here yet. But it's coming. It's still night, right? In this card, there's the wall, and it's still night, right? It's like almost like the sun's just coming up. The dawn is here. And there is masculine and feminine energy. It's the child, the healing of the inner child. The sun is here. And this is what I think of when I think of peace and happiness, and literally the integration of higher self and achievement of the harmony that we're building here on New Earth. And especially when I see this Five of Swords, this is the energy we're walking away from. This is the ego games. This is hierarchy. This is things that are not just. This is the conflict we may very well be having, why we're having an ending and a new beginning. And it's hard when we're having an ending and a new beginning, because we want to hold on, but we can't hold on. If you wished upon a star, don't hold on to what's keeping you stuck in lower vibrations. Understand why you wished upon a star. You know, when it's the darkest, that's when we see the most light, right? That's why we have those experiences, because yin always turns into yang, and yang always turns into yin, right? So it's really, 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 really dark, right? It's really, really, really dark. But then you're going to hit that place, and it's going to get really light. And that's where we're going to see that intense light. And remember that intense light, and let that be your driving force. Let that be your sun energy moving you forward. Okay? Now, let's just see what's being activated. We have the moon, and this deck's going to represent the sun energy. And, all right. The moon. Well, they're the same cards. And after I felt actually called to show them, but I didn't. So I'm trying to be courteous on people's time, but there it is. There's the symbol for creation and destruction. There is going within, taming the beast. doing inner child healing so we're not projecting out our wounds. We're not the walking wounded. We're not stuck in our lower vibes hurting the people we love. This is finding tolerance to have self-acceptance and self-healing and understand that we matter. We have a purpose. We came here for a reason. Our energy matters, and we can literally create new vibes for the collective by doing this work. And this is all about truth telling with spirit. And I'm going to read the message because I think that it's a great message. He rises up with his sword to meet the challenge that awaits him. He keeps his back hooves firm on the ground while his front hooves are ready to move. He must keep his balance to be victorious, but at the same time he needs to be flexible for the sword to be used as a weapon. His resolve is a boon, for it shows that he has been trained for this moment. He's got a wide range of moves to step into depending upon what is coming for him. The knight's lesson is to calm down and make sure everything is in order before you make a move. Move forward with a plan, not hot-headedness. Think before you act. And this is what I mean. This is getting that yin and yang into flow. Being able to switch back and forth between that masculine and feminine energies to be able to do what we came here to do. And everything that we need for this journey is within us. It's all within us, and we need to remember that. Don't sit there and be stuck in worry and fear because you don't know what to do. Everything for this journey is within. Just go within. And if you have somebody in your life that you know, if it's a message, right? Like we have people on our spiritual quest. And when they say something, we hear it, it rings different within us. So we can resonate it, it activates something within us. And we're lucky to have those people to harmonize with and to help us on our path. And there is a positive charge to be grateful for right there to change your day. And if you're having a great day, thanks for joining me still. I'm so blessed that you guys show up here and heal with me. Thank you. Okay, and there it is. Message from Sun Energy. Speak your truth. The truth represents the fundamental truth which unifies and connects all things in creation, the infinite sea of possibilities from which all manifestations, even the light, emerges. This is simply the concept of infinity. However, the concept of infinity only exists in the presence of the awareness of it. The relationship between consciousness and infinity is what allows for our contemplation of the ultimate and supreme truth above all truths. The appearance of the truth in a reading is a call to bring awareness to what is true, and even to bring a voice to this truth, at the very least, so that you may know it to be true yourself. The key, speak, indicates that in order for the truth to be heard, it must be spoken and shared. It is the resonance of the truth shared with others that we receive the power of the word. That's beautiful, and that says everything. And that's why I'm here with you today, sharing my story, sharing my truth. All right, the answer is simple. Okay. I thought that was one card. It's not, guys. It's more like 5. Okay, there we go. There's one card. Here we go. Change the scenery. Well, I couldn't have said it any better myself. Like, he's got paint in his hand. That's the creation of our new visions. What we're doing. And the truth is, like, that card we just read is very much speaking to me of the oneness. And now we're going to create. We're going to change the scenery here on New Earth. Well, for New Earth. from old earth to new earth. Through us, your ego has narrowed your view, and it looks as though you have few options. It's time to get back to spirit. Shake things up and free yourself by changing the scenery. Start by going outside. Really going outside and taking a long walk, for example, a hike or even a trip. There's so much more life for you to enjoy, and your spirit is calling you back to the banquet. The ego lacks imagination and believes that there's nothing more than what you see in front of you. A change of scenery will show you that as spirit, you have unlimited options. It will also introduce you to new ideas, different people, and novel inspiration, all of us which will reconnect you to those options. Don't allow your ego to resist or keep you chained in. Break free, get out, get about, and get a fresh perspective. And I really feel like that is a direct message if you are having an ending and a new beginning, to hold on to that and to understand. Understand why, to help you with your positive charge. Now we'll just see what Nature's Whispers has to say. As we know that on this path, nature's whispering to us, right? We start seeing the synchronicities. We start seeing the signs. And then we can start creating with what we find out. Be spontaneous and contemplation. Contemplation. Enjoy your own company. This is a wonderful time for you to recognize and consider the things you enjoy most in your life. Make a point of spending a little time allowing your mind to wander away from the everyday concerns that occupy your time. Give yourself an opportunity to be inspired. Ruminate on your inner voice and listen to your own counsel. And that's what we need to do right there. And that's going to help our transformation. And we need to enjoy our own company. And if you are in separation, that's what you're doing right now. You're enjoying your own company and loving yourself. Be spontaneous. When you are busy, rushing, stressed, worried, or overwhelmed, it's easy to lose track of the simple things in your world that bring you joy. This is a huge nudge to remember to create from some fun. Rediscover enthusiasm and fascination through adventure and spontaneous happenings. Engage with your life again and take in your surroundings, observing the importance of living life to its fullest. Decide to do something for the pleasure of it and see where it takes you. And this is about living your life, being in purpose. And not waiting, like if you're in separation, it's not like obsessing on your divine counterpart and then thinking you're manifesting them back into your life. No, this is about like self-acceptance, self-love, knowing you love them, and then going off and getting lost in creation with source and your journey. And then you just get in the flow, and then you're creating all these things for your life, walking your path, and you'll just be blown away by the things that will come into your life if you'll let them. But let them come into your life. And when your divine counterpart's returning, they're returning. And remember too, send them light, send them love, because they're going through this process and they're restoring themselves and they're healing and they're becoming whole. And this is not easy. And it's not just them coming back for your happiness and saying, oh, they need to come back because I'm ready, or they need to come back and love my wounds better. No, that's not what this is about. This is about you loving yourself, you healing your wounds. And when they get there, they're getting there. Because they gotta walk their path too. And if you really, really love them, you would want that for them, right? That's what we want. We want for all the people we love. We want them to do what they gotta do to heal, to repair and restore. And then in divine timing, because we've done the work, right? We get together and, we're vibing. But don't get lost in the end destination. This is about the journey and the creation of our heavens on earth. And there's many other things at play other than just your relationship with your divine counterpart. That's what we're moving away from. That's codependency. Just this all a relationship. No, we're multidimensional. There's so many things at play in our lives, and it's about getting back to those other things at play. And then having that relationship just be part of it, not having that relationship be everything, but having that relationship be part of it. And first and foremost, we are connected to Source. We never want to lose that love. I want to thank you for joining me and remembering that that allows us to love and accept ourselves. Now, I'm sending you many healing vibes to get out there and create with, and I will see you again soon. Take care, everyone.